binaries. One is good and the other is bad. And that is not my view. When I draw on the wisdom of the civil rights icons, it's because they hold a singular position in the history of this country. They have stared the devil in the eyes and said, "Not today." Then they did it again, and again, and again. They never lost their humanity or became filled with bitterness while facing down cruelty, oppression, and dehumanization. Their spiritual worldview resonates with me and challenged me in a way that I needed to be challenged. Specifically, they gave me a different perspective on my reflexive need to demonize and despise people who were expressing views or engaging in behavior I found harmful. When these civil rights leaders talk about God, it is a God with whom I relate. They talk about a Jesus and a Christianity I recognize, one that hasn't been distorted and destroyed by the need to dominate and control. They give me hope for myself, for you, and for our country. There are no doubt ideas in this book that with the passing of time I may see differently. After all, I'm not the same person I was even 2 years ago. She at least seems familiar to me. The me of 10 years ago is a complete and utter stranger. I know I will continue to grow and change. I also know that even the best of intentions cannot lessen the negative impact that our words or actions may have. If I have expressed myself in a way that is hurtful or misinformed, please call me in or call me out, with a little grace, I hope. Finally, I want to make clear that this book is not the last word on grace, but rather an opening volley. It chronicles a swimming against the tide journey to attain a more grace-filled state in a culture that is being torn apart at the seams. It's the fruit of interviews with sociologists, theologians, activists, psychologists, trauma specialists, meditation teachers, peace and reconciliation experts, and religious leaders. I've distilled my research along with my own experiences into what I hope will be a roadmap toward a little bit more grace. After all, if I could manage to figure out how to use grace to buffer the blows in the Fight Club arena of American politics and media, then it just might be possible for you to do the same in your part of the world.
Chapter 1. The Thickness of Grace. We live in an atmosphere choked with the fumes of ungrace. Philip Yancey. Grace is what makes human coexistence possible. Every thriving relationship in history, between friends, family, communities, and countries, has been saturated with grace. Grace is what lets us stumble, fall, get back up, and try again. Grace is what welcomes you back after you have failed someone or failed yourself. Grace is what the Franciscan priest and writer Richard Rohr calls the X factor. It knits families, friendships, and countries back together after betrayal, hurt, and even violence. It's the father running to embrace the prodigal son when he's starving, penniless, and drenched in shame. It's refusing to reduce people to the sum of their worst actions. We see it in the humility of the utterance, "There but for the grace of God go I." True grace is otherworldly. It goes against every instinct we have to seek revenge for wrongs or to shame and humiliate people who have acted immorally or unethically. It is what the theologian Dorothy Sölle, who grew up in Nazi Germany, called borrowing the eyes of God. It enables us to see the divinity in every person, no matter what they've done, what they believe, or who they voted for. Grace is giving other people space to not be you. Grace is the original self-care. It shushes the hectoring inner critic that tells us we are too much, too little, too fat, too thin, too good, and not good enough. Grace invites us off the hedonic treadmill of relentless achievement and success, which never delivers the happiness it promises. Grace doesn't care what size your waist is and celebrates every new wrinkle.